In last video, we have discussed about Mercury in the 10th house of the horoscope. In this video, we are going to talk about what happens when you have Venus in the 10th house of the horoscope. So keep watching. Namaste and welcome to Pramanik Astrology channel. I'm your host Prasad Mahazani. Help you raise your vibrations and become your true self with the help of Vedic Astrology. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. You will be getting Vedic astrological videos just like this one, and these videos will help you grow further faster into Vedic astrological studies. And if you have any question regarding Vedic astrology, you can always post that question into any of my YouTube videos comment section. I read all the comments and I try to reply to almost all the comments. You can also add me on Instagram at Pramanik Astrology. And if you are looking for readings and consultations, you can check out my website and go for the option which is suitable for you. Venus in the 10th house of the horoscope. Before we talk about Venus in the 10th house, what is Venus? Venus, the first thing which comes to my mind when I think of Venus is receptivity and femininity. Venus represents the feminine side of everyone. Every chart has Venus in it. So every person, no matter whether he's male or female, has the femininity. And the condition of the Venus, depending upon the signs, lordship, placements, aspects, conjunction, and involvement of Venus into yoga, makes the condition of the Venus. And this condition of the Venus will determine the femininity of that person. Whether he has healthy femininity or he has less femininity and more masculinity, if he has stronger Mars. All this depends upon the individual horoscope. But yes, Venus represents femininity in everybody's chart. Venus is also responsible for our receptivity. The feminine energy is always receptive. It is always receiving. Feminine energy can always feel the things. And feminine energy is all about the creation. Venus is the planet of femininity. It also shows sensitivity and receptivity. Venus is the planet which signifies wife in man's chart. But more than that, it is also the planet of marriage in general in anybody's chart. So if you want to look for the condition of the marriage or the prospects of the marriage, Venus becomes super important for it, because Venus is the natural karaka, is the natural significator for the marriage. And karaka literally means producer. So Venus literally is the producer of the marriage. Like, he is super important when we are looking for the relationship and marriage from personal horoscope. Venus loves cooperation. We talked about Mars. Mars is an individual planet. Mars has that fire, that enterprising urge in him, which sets him on his own journey. He doesn't like to cooperate. He doesn't like to work in a group or network like Venus or Mercury. He likes to be on his own. Venus, on the other hand, loves the cooperation. Venus is all about the relationships. And this relationship need not be a marriage relationship. It can be any relationship. In fact, Venus is your potential to create and maintain the relationships in general. And these relationships can be business relationships, can be personal relationships, can be the relationship with the society, the social relationships, all the relationships. Your potential is seen from the Venus. Venus is also the planet which signifies comforts, luxuries, and beauty, love, peace, harmony. Harmony is more of Mercury, but love and peace can be seen with Venus. All the things related to beauty, fragrance, jewelry, can be seen with Venus. Venus rules anything which brings in comfort. You have a car, you have a cell phone, you have a laptop, you have camera, anything which brings you the conveniency, or which brings you the value, which brings you comfort, is Venus. Now this Venus comes into the 10th house of the horoscope. What is 10th house? 10th house is one of the most prominent Kendra house. There are 4 Kendra houses: 1, 4, 7, 10. And these 4 houses are the directions. East is determined by the first house is the east horizon. 7th house is the west horizon. And 4th house is the netter. And the 10th house is the zenith. Okay, so these are the foundation of your horoscope, and 10th house is the most prominent of the Kendra houses. 10th house represents your highest achievement, highest material achievements in this lifetime. Your journey started in the first house. 10th house is your highest material achievement. It's the house of karma. It's the house of visibility and public life. What you do pretty much determines what people think about you. Oh, he's an actor. Oh, he's a cricketer. Oh, he's a politician. Oh, he's a business tycoon. So what you do has a significant impact on other people and what they think about you. 10th house, apart from being the Kendra house, is also the Upachaya house. Upachaya houses are the houses which grows with time. So any planet does great job into the 10th house. The planet in the 10th house gets the visibility. It's into the open sky. 10th house is an open sky. Okay. In the last video, we discussed about the sun. If you want to know more about sun, just go and check the sun during the afternoon at 12 p.m. and then you will realize it is the brightest at that time. And if you cast an horoscope at that time, you will see that sun is into the 10th house. So all the planets going through the 10th house are visible. We talked about moon, we talked about Mercury, we talked about sun. Today we are going to talk about Venus. 10th house is an Upachaya house which grows with time. So all the planets tend to give better results as the time grows. And this is the house of constant improvements. So any planet placed in here will tend to give good results after some time. Let's talk about what happens when Venus comes into the 10th house. When Venus comes into the 10th house, Venus gives best of its results into the 10th house. In the natural horoscope, 10th house is ruled by the Capricorn, which is the friend of Venus. Saturn is a friend of Venus. And in natural horoscope, 10th house is ruled by Saturn, and now Venus comes into the 10th house. The sign placement will change the lordships and all the things, but when Venus comes in, the first thing which comes to my mind is Venus is now visible. The planet of beauty and cooperation and harmony is coming into the house of your work. So these people are capable of working into the creative fields like cinema, like any of the artistic pursuits are suitable for these people. The planet of beauty is coming into the house of visibility. So these people are beautiful and people admire these people for their beauty because now it is visible. Now people can see, wow, he is the man or she is the woman. Yes, he is beautiful. She is beautiful. Now they can look at that person due to the 10th house visibility. The 10th house visibility is now getting the beauty of the Venus. Now this person gets the recognition for all the Venusian things. Now he will get the recognition for all the artistic pursuits and the creative pursuits. Venus in the 10th house. When Venus is into the 10th house, Venus is all about the relationship. The planet of relationship comes into the house of work. So these people create beautiful relationships into the work area. In their sphere of profession, they always tend to create the beautiful relationship with the other people, with their peers. There may be competition, there may be other things going on, but they will have beautiful relationships with the colleagues, boss, anybody. Wherever there is a human being, wherever there is a relationship, this person will master the relationship in all areas related to his work. The planet of sensitivity comes into the house of your authority and your status. So these people are sensitive about others. Even though they have any authority, they are capable of understanding other person's point of view, and they are compassionate towards others, even if they are into the position of status or authority. From the 10th house, Venus aspects the 4th house of the horoscope. What is 4th house? 4th house is the house of mother, is the house of nourishment, is the house of the home environment. The planet of creativity is aspecting the house of your mother. So the person with the 10th house Venus have a mother who is creative herself, and she has inspired this person or has helped this person to follow the creative pursuits. Because 4th house is also the house of early education. It is the house just before the formal education, the school education. The time just before the school education can be seen with the 4th house. Is the time when mother teaches their children. So the person with the Venus in the 10th house gets inspiration from her or his mother. And when the planet of the partner is aspecting the 4th house of the domestic life, this also shows that they will have a great relationships with their family, with the 4th house, with their mother, as well as they have a very loving environment in the home because of the Venusian effect on the 4th house. And that really helps him to perform better in the 10th house. So yes, this was Venus as much as I could hold, grasp and share with you guys. If you're new to Vedic astrology, what to watch next, go to my YouTube video, go to the playlist section and go and start exploring the fascinating world of Vedic astrology. But if you ask me, I will recommend start your journey with how to get started into Vedic astrology. Go for classic, must have all these playlists, or you can go for the Ascendant series, or you can go for the Bhavat Bhavam series. Any series, just start exploring and you will be on your way to understand the Vedic astrology. Sending you tons of positive energy, sending you high vibrations. See you in the next videos. Love and peace.